Hey guys, I'm Rivers with Tech Connect. Today I'm going to show you the apps that I have installed on my Android media player. Aw yeah! Here we have my new media player, the Minix U9-H. It runs sort of a stock version of Android like you'd find on a tablet, and it's basically like a blank slate to install your apps and make it look just how you want. So I'm going to show you the apps I have installed and how I have them configured. Okay, so first up we see I have a Nova Launcher installed in here, so it's kind of like a tablet to navigate, which I like. The first app that I usually install is this one called Texpand. And this is cool because you're going to install a bunch of media play apps and they're all going to need accounts logged in, and you're going to have to type an email address on an on-screen keyboard. And what this guy does is lets you make shortcuts on the keyboard that will put in whatever you want. You can put a whole paragraph in here, you can put an email address in here. So here's just an example. This isn't my email address, but I made one for a demo. I just type in RRR and it will enter it in there. When you're using it on a media player, you need to make sure and check this top box to make it work. So let's take a look here. Let's go up here, RRR, space, and now it's in there. So it works really good for the first setup of your media player because you only have to type your email address once into Texpand instead of 20 different times into all your different apps. Like when you set up like Netflix, Hulu. These are all apps that I use to kind of replace cable, by the way. Got the commercial-free version of Hulu, which is totally worth it for $3 more. Netflix, and then my last pay app is Tablo here, and this actually has live TV on it. And the way it works is I actually have a tuner box connected to my network with a 2 terabyte hard drive, and I can watch shows on any media player that I hook up in the house, and then I can also record the shows, and it's got a DVR with full, pause live TV and rewind, and then also all your recorded shows. So yeah, here's a bunch of recorded shows that I have on Tablo also. Okay, and then of course I've got podcasts, so I've got this on sometimes a TV, and I want to listen to a podcast while I'm getting ready in the morning, and I just use Dogcatcher for that. Here's some of the stuff I listen to, mostly Android, mobile phone, and comedy, and then some news. So, all about Android, Pocket Now, Marketplace, Adam Carolla, a bunch of mostly comedy and tech news. So here's where I get a lot of my news from, so I can stay up to date and keep everyone informed about news also. It's called Appy Geek, and what it does is it puts all the tech news in one place for you, and then on top of that, you can put it into categories. So like here, 4K, I'm always looking for a new 4K camera that does 60 frames per second. So I always monitor this, and then anytime a camera comes out that has 4K on it, I'll see it in here. So, of course, it has other things with 4K like phones and things like that too, but monitors. So anyways, Appy Geek, highly recommend this app for news reading. And of course, now we've got the voice search options with the Minix U9-H. So what is the temperature like in Hawaii right now?
It's 82 degrees in Honolulu right now.
So this guy is your access to voice search with the new Minix A3 remote control. And of course we've got Kodi on here, and it works just great. You can make this into like a home theater setup if you want to, or you can get all kinds of plugins for like streaming shows and apps, and tons of different things work in Kodi. But you can see the video playback is working just completely nice and smooth. It looks great, can play 4K, everything. So my favorite app for streaming movies that you actually own is Plex. So if you have movies on your drive on your computer, you can run a media server, and then it'll stream it out to any media player with Plex. It costs like $5, but sometimes it's on special, and it's totally worth it, I think. So I've got, all my Blu-rays that I've owned converted into MP4s, and then I can just stream them out on any device in my house. And you can actually stream them anywhere in the world if you want to pay a monthly fee also. So this is actually a 4K clip shot in Yosemite. Just some clips, not really any video story or anything like that. Next up, I've got what's called Nova Launcher installed on here. So it's basically similar to a tablet, but it's in landscape all the time. And I just find this the easiest way to navigate. So now we've got some of my apps that I don't use quite as much. This one called Pyrope is a really good browser. It's highly optimized for ARM and Snapdragon processors, and it's just really fast on browsing compared to like say Chrome or the built-in Android browser. It's really good. And like there's a whole bunch of different options, but you have an option you can make it view in desktop, so it'd be like the same as your desktop instead of like a mobile version. Sometimes those mobile versions kind of, you miss some information. So here we have the app Aqua TV. It's what I have in the background in a lot of my videos. People always think it's a real aquarium at first, and it's actually just a fish tank app. It's probably the best fish tank app that I've seen. I love the way it looks. It's about $4 to get all the stuff that you see here, and then you could even pay more and get like more fish and more ornaments and all kinds of different things. But I love it. I think it's totally worth it. This Hot Apps USA is pretty cool. Sometimes I'll find new cool apps to share with people up here. So let's see, we have Google Photos. It's a great app for, I have it on my several phones, so I can see all the photos I took on my phones on the media player. Wally, this is where I get all my backgrounds from. You might have to go to like some other APK sites. I think they removed it out of the market, but it's a good one. This Tapet is pretty cool. This will let you make, it generates its own wallpapers. So here, let me take a look here. So Tapet generates wallpapers like this, and they're completely made in the program, so they're never going to be the same twice. It has these patterns of different and makes different colors, and you can change the same wallpaper but with different colors, but it's not a set wallpaper. So I think it's like $1 or $2. It's totally killer app. I love it. Okay, next we have this app called APK Extractor Pro, and what this does is it lets you take apps off the Minix box, and I can put them on another device, like say the Shield. So I'll just extract this APK Extractor Pro itself. Now I could go over to this Explorer. This is like ES File Explorer, except for I got rid of ES File Explorer because it was giving me all these little pop-ups. This guy is actually way better anyway, so I highly recommend it. So here's some of the APKs that were extracted, and I'll just hit this, and it's already on the folder to where I want to store them on my thumb drive. So let's hit copy. Let's overwrite that, and that's it. All done, transferred over, and I can take this and plug it in my Shield and install them now. Okay, screen recorder. This is one of the only screen recorders that I've got to work on these open Android boxes, but it works awesome. Like I can just record video screenshots of doing whatever I'm going to do. I mean, it slows the player down a slight bit, but it's not bad. So this is a video you're watching that I just recorded actually a little bit ago. And then we just have some news apps, Pocket Now, Android Authority, NPR for listening to more news, CNET, Calendar. Down at the bottom here, I've got Quick Pick. This is a really handy app for exploring pictures. It works great. I love it. Highly recommend it. It's super lightweight and fast too. This Stocks. This is one of the best stock ticker apps because it's just simple. It doesn't give you any ads or anything like that. It hooks up to your Google account, so you just add all your stocks in through there. You can sort it by like, symbol, gains, losses, all this stuff. And then if you click on it, you can get like the charts and the info. So it's very easy to use and no ads or anything like that, and free. So highly recommend that. Of course, Chrome and the Play Store. And that is the majority of the apps that I run on all my Android media players. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tour of how I set up my media players, and I hope you saw a couple apps that you liked. If you did, hit that thumbs up icon down there. That will help me out. And make sure, if you haven't already, to subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this. Thanks again for watching, guys, and as always, aloha.